And through the fog gate we go. Now climb down these stairs, and we're going to get that item rather than go in that direction where there are many enemies and few items. So roll onto the ledge, fall down, you won't die, it's okay, it's not a big height. Grab the thieves ring. This makes it harder for enemies to detect you, and that means stealth. And with stealth, we can do many more backstabs. Just to remind you how to do backstab, behind the enemy, stab. That's Ostrava, by the way. You may remember that he was in the loading screen when we first, in part 1. If you don't believe me, you can go check it out. That gives me another view, and that's, really appreciate it. So, you're going to have to fight these 6 by yourself. We've seen them before, so you won't have that much difficulty with them. If you still have difficulty against these enemies, I mean, you can always, the Wii exists, you can always play Mario or something. A little bit of Mario. Yeah. Anyway, Ostrava doesn't really help at all. I guess I should explain why that guy is there, right? As a reward, we also get a brass telescope. The Boletarian soldier, the 7th enemy that I pulled him, and so you want to be careful over here so that you don't pull the Boletarian soldiers. There's 2 of them, they both come from this structure, this is the 2nd one, and easily you can dispatch them easily, but it's just, you don't want them to sneak up behind you, obviously, because then they might be able to do backstabs. So, continue onwards. So that's a blue-eyed knight right there. Test out the new thieves ring. He would have probably seen us by now. And boom, backstab. 410 souls, hard earned. So Ostrava sort of will help you clear out the area. I say help. He might attack one enemy and you'll have killed the rest. So going on these stairs here, there's a good chunk of enemies here as well. Notice how none of them have turpentine. That means that the barrels won't explode when they hit them, right? If you have turpentine on your weapon, well, I told you not to have turpentine on your weapon, so that means you weren't listening. So a little shove there. If you do have turpentine on your weapon, hit the barrels. Roll out of the way. So you kind of just don't want to pull all of them at once. Don't like jump in the center and think, oh, you're going, like you're going to be able to kill them all. Just awareness. I know there's 2 guys here, and that's why I got hit. So Shard of Heartstone and Sharpstone, you can use those to upgrade both your weapons as well as your shields. Ostrava did fuck all. He's going to where we just killed him. Whatever. Useless. Just, you can kill him if you like. He drops the mausoleum key. But you will accumulate Black World tendency. So I don't recommend doing so at this point in time. So the stairs were a bit tricky there. You can look out the window. Shameless attention whoring there. Kill the table as well. Alright. And continue on. So some more property damage, and you'll have these enemies all coming towards you. Well, sort of. They're very intelligent AI, as you can tell. I don't recommend doing that unless you can time it properly, when they're leaping towards you and attacking, before they actually make contact. Slave shield, unique. Roll in. No backstab. Didn't bother. So climb up here. The stairs, and there's a dredgeling. What the fuck? And a Boletarian soldier. Just pull him. Usually he stands over there. but I guess I was too far left, and that's why I pulled him accidentally. Amazing, I didn't take the bolt to the face. So here's a blue-eyed knight. By now we know how to defeat these guys. We also know their patterns. See, slash, and that's a heal. Slash, thrust. Strangely enough, maybe we don't know the patterns. Oh, testing out the thieves' ring again. Backstab. Brilliant. That's good gameplay, because that's a very, frightening enemy there. Crossbowman. It's the bolts. The bolts are. So check the wood. There could be more wood beneath the wood. And here you want to sort of attack this structure, and that'll release the boulders, as you can see, and it'll kill a bunch of enemies. Don't get too close. The boulders can attack through the wood. So you can see two dragons there. It's sort of like your halberd, basically. Anyway, you can see two dragons there. One was hidden behind this wall. It's not the dragon's not directly behind the wall. It's further along, next to that other dragon that we could see entirely. That's the red dragon behind the wall, on the hill, but behind the wall. And the one that we could, that was closest to the edge, on the cliff, that was the blue dragon, right? So pull one at a time and take these guys out. Okay, so here's now you don't want to have a lot of weight on you, because you want to be able to sprint as quickly as possible. So here you're going to dodge the bolt, mind the bolts, and go a little bit on the bridge, and that'll pull the red dragon. Okay, and what he'll do is burn a section of the bridge, still leaving 4 enemies that you're going to have to pass later. So while he starts burning, you want to rush down the stairs, run in that direction, right? Sprint. Excellent, Lord Fussington. Sprinting. Go here. What we're looking for is the purple flame shield. Okay? That's full moon grass. That is not a shield, that's grass. So that's the purple flame shield. So you might even want to make a beeline for that. If not, and you decide, okay, I'm going to pick everything up, go ahead. If you get hit by the tail, you will die. Okay? So I wouldn't really risk it. I decided whatever. And then you jump down here. The other item, I don't know if you can actually get that. I think I once tried and I got hit by the tail, but then again I didn't think you could get the plague resistance ring either. I think it was plague resistance and not gash. Anyway, so the red dragon's back. You can see its wing. Breathes fire. That, and when he's done, that means you can sprint, right? There's a certain pattern here, right? When there's fire, hide behind something. When there's no fire, that's the time to move. Really good strategy. Take note of it. Write it down. Okay. So here you want a shield. Okay, remember you also don't want to be wearing like armor. So have your shield out. I decide, fuck it, I'm not going to take my shield out. And I get hit twice for it. Now I did it right in the sense that I went straight towards one of the enemies. Okay, usually you'd block with your shield and he'd recoil, and then you kind of slip between him and the wall. Slip past him and between him and the wall, and then you can maybe block the other bolt if you need to, or you can just roll out of the bolt's path. And you'd get to safety before the dragon flies in. I barely made it, and I took damage for it because I obviously did it poorly. So this will open that massive gate, and you'll be able to see in the distance. You'll be able to see the phalanx. There he is. That's a spear. And continue on. exciting, isn't it? We're gonna go fight a boss. So these are 2 enemies. We've seen them plenty of times now. Comboed the cabinets. What's this? This is turpentine. Keep the turpentine for the boss fight. So here there's 2 Boletarian soldiers, spearmen. So if you go a little closer, you'll pull one, and then the other one will shortly follow. So you want to kill this one quickly, because you're in a sort of a narrow hallway, and he's got a spear. So if you don't have the weapon I'm using, the halberd, you won't have the advantage of range. So you want to dispatch the enemies as quickly as possible. He usually throws a firebomb right away. Anyway, so continue down. The way you want to deal with fire is to take it full on in the face. More turpentine. And that's a hoplite over there that we're about to go fight. So they have a shielded front, and which protects them from damage, as most shields do. So you want to get behind and attack. If you have turpentine on, which you shouldn't until the boss fight, you'll be able to do damage, more damage, while they're like on the front. You will be facing a lot of them when you fight the phalanx as well, because the phalanx doesn't actually attack. It's all the hoplites that sort of are around him and on top of the jelly that is the phalanx. They launch the spears. So the next video, let's just kill him, and you pick up that item, and then you open the gate. The next video is called Phalanx of Boletarian Palace 1-1. And I hope you didn't waste that turpentine.